What is going on, guys? I'm Consumer Tech Review, and today we're going to be checking out the Royal Kludge RK68. If at any point during the video you want to check out this exact same keyboard, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. I do got you guys, but let's get into unboxing it and reviewing it, checking this thing out. All right, opening it right up. We have the keyboard here with a manual, basic manual. We then have the keyboard itself. Nice and heavy, I wouldn't say too heavy. We then have a nice keycap puller and switch puller, which is cool. We have some spare switches and a cable, and that is everything in the box. All right, but taking the keyboard out, yeah, overall looks about what I expected, kind of like an RK61, but a 65% form factor. So on the back, no flip up risers or anything, just some nice rubber back there. We do have the detachable USB-C kind of in the middle, but it looks like it's off center. It looks like it's slightly to the right. I might be going crazy though. Besides that, this is just a typical cable, and the switches are just branded as Royal Kludge, so that probably means that there's something like Autemu's. Okay, but right away, basically like an RK61. So let's go ahead and feel it right away. Okay, so right away, the biggest thing holding this thing back is obviously the keycaps right away. The only reason that really sounds like that is because of the keycaps. They're just not the best quality. However, that's what this thing is for. It's super inexpensive, super affordable, and really, really great for modding. That is the absolute best thing about these things. They are so good to mod, so easy to mod. Okay, so right away, this thing is fully hot swappable with 3 and 5 pin switches, which is a huge thing, as you can see. Right there, we just got this switch right out of here, and you can see that little fully hot swappable slot right there. That is so cool. One of the biggest things of this keyboard. Now, taking off some other keycaps, I do want to note a difference between the RK61 and this keyboard, which is actually something that I was hoping for with this keyboard, is that on the RK61, let me get it, on this keyboard right here, this is a modded one. However, you can see basically very, very similar. However, as you can see on this one, to take off the plate and the PCB and everything, it is 4 screws on the bottom. This makes it incredibly easy to mod and just very, very nice. As you can see on this one, no screws on the bottom. They're up here on the top like a lot of other keyboards. So you got one right there, and we'd have to take the keycaps off to find the rest of them. That's not quite as nice as I'd like, however, not an issue at all. All right, now the one thing that I really, really do like about this one that I don't like about the RK61 is, as you can see on the RK61, the actual plastic frame, the base of it kind of tapers off right there, as you can see. It kind of tapers off, and it's a little bit thin for my taste. You can see that kind of tapers off there. Almost dropped that. However, with this one, as you can see, this is kind of a flat edge right here. I think it's much more attractive, and it kind of has some tapering off right there, kind of a little bit of a design there. But right here, it's much thicker, and I do prefer that a lot. As you can see, if we put these up next to each other, definitely thicker on the RK68. Now, this keyboard in stock form is not the greatest out there. It's a good keyboard. However, modding this thing is where everything comes out. Now, I'm gonna take this keyboard right here, which is my modded version of the RK61, and then we're gonna compare it to this one, because if the RK61 can become what it is now, the RK68 I think will be a little bit better due to the thicker frame right here, probably affecting the sound a little bit. First, we're gonna go with the RK68. So yeah, as you can hear, the RK61 sounds pretty freaking amazing in my opinion. I think I did a fantastic job on that. One of my best ones for a super budget keyboard like that. But this one, if you prefer 65% like I do, I mean, I think this is only like 60 bucks, which is insane. You get full hot swappability. I think a better case right away, I'm gonna guarantee you, it's a better case than the RK61, just by a little bit. This is obviously, some of it is personal preference, some of it's actually gonna come through in the noise, but the one thing that we're gonna test right away is the RGB, so I'm gonna shut all these lights off, and then we're gonna test the RGB. All right, so it's fairly dark. It looks darker on the camera than it actually is, but yeah, let's plug this thing in. And there we go. That's actually quite good. I'm impressed. I think it may be the same as this one. We're gonna test that one out at the same time as well. Let's plug this one in. It is interesting, this is on the left. The USB-C is on the left on this one. Now remember, this one does not have shine through keycaps. However, I'm gonna say this, the GK61, Let's change the modes up a little bit. Okay, so if you look between these are both on right now. The RK68 is a ton brighter than this one. Obviously, just look between the keycaps. We can actually swap some off so that we can see kind of some similarities. We're gonna swap the U and the J. But you can see here, the GK61 is quite bright. They're both bright, but as you can see right there, GK68 is definitely brighter. So going through the modes, you have turning the brightness up, turning the brightness down. You got basically reactive modes, whatever you want. Full RGB, it is quite nice. It's very vibrant. And with all these, you can change the actual color behind it. So we got a bunch of different static colors. And if it's like weirdly vibrating on camera, that's just because of the frame rate. So yeah, we got a bunch of colors on here. All right, but overall, yeah, I think this is a great keyboard. I think it's great for the money. I think it's only like 60 bucks. Fantastic for the money if you want a 65% keyboard, especially if you don't want the LTC Nimble back that has kind of that separation. If you don't want a separation, this one is fantastic. If you want to mod it. If you're not gonna mod it, don't buy this keyboard. There are better keyboards to buy. However, if you wanna mod it, this is probably gonna be fantastic. I will be doing a full modding guide on this, so definitely subscribe below because it might already be out. However, it's a Royal Kludge keyboard. They're made to be modded. So if you want to buy a very inexpensive keyboard that can sound like this, fantastic, and it has great RGB and it's got detachable USB-C cable. It's only 60 bucks with full hot swappability. This is a great keyboard and I absolutely recommend it. Again, if you want to check it out, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. However, definitely subscribe below. I do also recommend you to watch the full modding video on this keyboard when it comes out. It will be coming out very, very soon. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that. But this is a consumer tech review, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Sorry, this was kind of a shorter video. There's not a whole lot to this keyboard. That's why it's fantastic for modding, because it's got really good bones, it's got a great plate, it's got good RGB, and it's got a good basic case that's fantastic for modding it. So yeah, this is a consumer tech review, and I'll see you guys in the next video.